In this lecture, we are going to discuss the switch statement. Switch statement is a multi-branch selection statement. Multi-branch selection statement means you have the value of an expression. Suppose you have value for a variable day, and then the switch statement tests it against a list of constants. Those constants can be integer or character. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So switch statement compares the value that is stored in day against these constants. Compares the value of day with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. For suppose I entered the value of day equal to 3. Then the match will occur here and the corresponding statements written in this block will be executed. Okay, so this is in a way a kind of if else if ladder. It is a kind of if else if ladder, because the same thing can be written using if else if ladder. If day equal to 1, then do this. Else if day equal to 2, do this. Else if day equal to 3, do this, and so on. Okay, so wherever the match occurs, the corresponding statement is executed. Similarly, here also we have day. We are checking the value of day against these constants, and wherever the match is occurring, the corresponding statements are being executed. So this is the general form of the switch statement. The general form of the switch statement is switch. This is the keyword, and then we have the expression, for example day. Then inside these curly braces we write all the cases, means the possibilities. Case constant 1, constant ones means the first value. In the day example it is case 1, the value of constant 1 is 1, and always remember that we have to put a colon after the constant. Okay, so these are the statements which will be executed when this case, the value of the expression matches with this case. Okay, so for example, if day is 1, I want to print Sunday. Okay, now you can write as many statements as you want. Holiday. Okay, and you do not need to put these inside braces. It is automatically understood that the set of statements after the colon come under this case. Okay, so you do not need the curly braces. You can freely put as many statements as you want under a particular case. Okay, and at the end of the case you write a break. Break marks the end of this case. Okay, break means this case ends here. Okay, it simply means this is the end of the case. Similarly, case constant 2, for example case 2, then statement sequence Cout, Monday, then semicolon, then break. It means the case ends here. Then case constant 3, statement sequence, break, and so on. You can put as many cases as you want. Okay, and at the end there is a special case which is called the default case. Default is a keyword, and after this you have to put a colon, and then you can write a statement sequence. For example, I write invalid day. Okay. The purpose of the default case is same as that of the else statement in the if else if ladder. In the if else if ladder, the last else statement is executed when all the upper ifs and else ifs are false. Okay, so it tells us that what should be the action when all the above upper conditions evaluate to false. Okay, similarly, default tells us what should be done when all the upper matches evaluate to false. So when this expression does not match with any of the cases. Okay, so this expression does not match with any of the cases. So by default, this statement sequence under this default case will be executed. Okay, and you can note here that we are not putting a break here. We are not putting a break here, although you can write break, but it will not change anything in the program. Why? Because this is the last statement. After executing this statement, the control will automatically move to the next line after the switch statement. Okay, so whether you put a break or not, the control will move to the next statement after the switch expression. Okay, and if what will happen if you do not write break here? If you do not write break, let me clear this stuff. Okay, so if you omit the break statement, none of the cases include this break statement. Then what will happen? Suppose this is expression is day. Okay, we are checking the value of day against these case constants. Okay, suppose I enter day equal to 2. Okay, so this is case 1, this is case 2. So first it will be compared with case 1, the match will not occur. Then it will be compared with case 2, here the match will occur. Okay, so match will occur and the statement sequence written here will be executed. Suppose we write here cout Monday, so it will be executed, but we did not write a break here. So what will happen? The control, instead of breaking the purpose of break statement is to break the control from here to the statement after the switch statement. Okay, so if there is no break here, the control will not move from out of the switch statement. Instead, the control will automatically move to the next case and it will print the value of next, it will print the statement sequence in the next case. For example, we write Tuesday here, so Tuesday will be printed, Wednesday, Thursday and so on, all the values will be printed. So the purpose of break is to bring the control out of the switch statement. That purpose will not be met if you do not write the break statement. So wherever the match will occur, starting from there, all the statement sequences will be executed. And here are some key points to note about the switch statement. The expression must evaluate to a integer or character value. The expression which we write here after the switch keyword, this must be an integer or a character. Okay, it cannot be double, it cannot be float. Floating point expressions are not allowed. The switch differs from the if in that switch can only test for equality, whereas if can evaluate any type of relational or logical operator. What does this mean? switch is checking for equality. In the day example, we write switch day, then case 1, case 2 and so on. It means we are checking for the value of day equal to 1 or value of day equal to 2 and so on. Okay, this is similar to if day equal to 1, do this, else if day equal to 2, do this and so on. So we are checking for equality. But can we compare two numbers using switch? For example, we can do this using if. If A is greater than B, then do this, else do this. Can we do this using switch? No, we cannot do this using switch. We cannot check for greater than equal, equal, less than equal. We cannot do this. We can check only for equality. We cannot check for not equal also. Okay, so we cannot do this using switch. We can check only for equality. Okay. No case constants in the same switch can have identical values. It cannot happen that you write two cases with the same value. Case 1, do this, again case 1, do this. This is not allowed. Every case must have a distinct value. Of course, a switch statement enclosed by an outer switch may have case constants that are same. We can also have nested switches, that is a switch inside a switch. Okay, in that case we can have case constants which are common to both the switches. Okay, for example, switch day, switch month. Here we have case 1. In case 1 we have again switch day. Case 1, case 2, case 3 and so on, case 7. Similarly, next there will be a case 2. Inside this case 2 we will have again a nested switch, switch day. Okay, so you can see we have switch statements nested inside another switch statement. The inner switch statements check the value of day against the cases, while the outer switch statement matches the value of month. Okay, so here in this example both the cases have the same value, case 1, case 1. Okay, so outer switch may have the case constants same as the inner switch. This is allowed, but in within a single switch statement two cases must not have the identical value. If character constants are used in the switch statement, they are automatically converted into integers. Okay, you can also use character constants. For example, switch char a, the user will enter the value of this character, then you apply the switch statement on this and then you write case a and its value and so on. This is automatically converted into integer. Why? Because the characters vary from 0 to 255. Okay, for and in this range when we have I think 98 or 97 is the value of character A. Okay, similarly 65 means capital A. So if you use the character constants, they are automatically converted into their corresponding integer values. Okay. Technically, the break statements inside the switch statement are optional. As I already told you, you can skip the break statements. Okay. They terminate the statement sequences associated with each constant. If the break statement is omitted, execution will continue on to the next case statements until either a break or the end of the switch is reached. So here are the references for this chapter. Thank you.